So hello and welcome to another Assetto Corsa video. Today you join me with the brand new Porsche Panamera Turbo. We're currently at Monza, as you can see on the start straight, and now in this video I'm going to talk about the car, talk about what I think, see what it's like against a Cayman or a Boxster, do a high speed run, see how close we can get to its 190 mph top speed, and yeah, basically have a good time with it and test it out. Okay then, so here we are. 0 to 60 in this car with launch control is 3.6 seconds, which is amazing. And powering everything is a 550 horsepower V8, twinned with obviously the PDK, no manual option. Not that manual would really suit this car, to be honest, but from the inside I'm not too sure of the audio. It's very different to the outside, but I don't know, it still sounds awesome. It sounds a bit muted inside, I have to say, but it is quick. It's sort of going up against maybe the non-performance version of the Audi RS7. What else have we got? There's nothing really in that sector. Maybe C63S or the new E63S, but nothing really sits in this price bracket. It starts at £113,000. This car that we're looking at is quite a high spec. I mean, if you look in the back there, it's got all the rear display, the screens, got the center console to control everything. It's got all this leather. I'm not too sure if that's carbon trim or not on the insides, but it's a high spec of car, so this is probably around 140,000 by the time it's been properly specced up. If it was me, I would go for this red colour. I'll probably have a black interior if it was me, but we're not really here for that, are we? So we are here to see what this thing is like to drive around here, around Monza. And first impressions are it's pretty quick and it's pretty cool. Okay then, so what we're going to do now is put this thing up against the other car that we're testing, the Cayman or the Boxster. They're pretty much the same ones with around the roof. I haven't decided which one we're going in yet, but I will do soon. But yeah, I'm starting at this little line here, as you can see, and we're going to see what the best lap time we can get is, and what is the max speed we can reach on the straight before we have to brake. Now, I am using this sort of app on my phone that allows me to see all the information from the car. I don't know if any of you guys have got it, but put in the comments down below if you want me to make a video about how to set it up and stuff, but it's pretty easy. I've got all my current lap times, fuel, laps, gears, speed, RPMs on it. It's really helpful, but let's put our foot on the brake, build it up to around 5,000, and we shall go. Already up to 100 kilometers an hour there, and into fourth. I do like the way that the gears are set up in this. They're set up for more of a longer distance or high speed, because you're going to find this car on the Autobahn quite a lot. I think I am braking a bit early here. Ready, be safe and sorry. Right. Oh, back in comes out. It is playful, this thing. It does have the four-wheel steer that is featuring on most Porsches now as an option, but you can actually see it working in Assetto Corsa, which is great. But the way it just turns in and how direct the steering is now is superb. Right, braking before there, into second. Oh, come on, back in, coming out again. It's so playful. I haven't been able to go on an RS7. I haven't seen one in a game yet, if I can remember. Or I think it's in Forza, but not in any sort of simulation. But that is something I really want to try and put up against this if it's possible. But onto the back straight now. Try and get as much power down as possible. To 4th. Revs up to about 7,000 before you have to change. But yeah, that V8 is super smooth. Right over them. Oh, turning. Whoa! Even at 100 miles an hour then, back end still comes out, but as you can see on the displays, you've got all the lap times and stuff on there as well, which is really nice. I do like that analog center, and then the digital around the outside is such a nice touch. Right, build the power back on now. I admit I'm not the best racing driver, but this is the best I can get this car around, and I'll try my best with the other. Right, coming up to line, and we did at 2 minutes 13.454, but now let's see what type of speeds we can get to before we hit 200. It's up to the 200 meter barrier there, but I'll report the other results back once we've done the next car. Okay then, so the results are in. The Panamera did it in a 213.5. The Porsche Cayman S with the manual gearbox, a lot lighter, a lot more nimble, did it in a 215.4, which just shows you over 2 seconds quicker than the Panamera. Well, the Panamera is about 2.1 seconds quicker. It's quite impressive given all the technology aboard this and the fact that you can carry 2 more people and a lot more comfort. It's really great. On the top speed front, this thing did a 156.7 miles an hour, whereas the Cayman did actually get quite close at 152.9. But again, this thing came out on top. But I wanted to talk about the things that I really do like about this thing. They've improved the design a lot. I mean, the rear of this thing, just the way it looks a lot more like a 2-seat. Well, it looks a lot more 911 like. You have to look at it quite a long time to realise it's actually got 4 doors. And the rear of this car, it looks so good. It's one of the best like taillight designs I've ever seen, I think. And the noise as well when you lift off the engine responsiveness, the gearbox, looks at the rear end, just the technology inside here, those air vents that you can control from the display. It's really, really nice. Some things that I don't like the styling of the fronts. I don't think it's very aggressive. I think on the inside the sound is a bit muted. You don't really get that grumble. I don't like the digital displays with like the grey on the top, bottom left and bottom right. It looks a bit weird. If they just remove that, that would be a lot better. But yeah, that's basically it. But I do want to say, just whilst I was setting up all the camera angles and stuff for this video, just the detail and effort the guys at Assetto Corsa have gone to make this thing look absolutely awesome is unbelievable. I mean, everywhere is super high res. It's just, honestly, I have to say this, it's the best model I've seen. Assetto Corsa is really, really good. And the good thing, this comes free, I believe, with an update that's happened recently, so you don't have to pay for it in the Porsche pack either, so that's a good thing. But now what I think I'm going to do is see how close I can get this thing to its 190 mile an hour claimed top speed. Right then, into first, and we're gonna just floor it. Right, it was very clean, already up to 60. That's 100 meters. 200 into fourth, 170. Come on. Into fifth. Just getting everything out of this thing. This is 500, no, 1,000 meters already. Come on, come on, come on. Into sixth. Doing 250, 260. Trying to keep it as straight as possible. 270. 283, 283. I really couldn't keep it much longer. We almost hit that then. So, yeah. That is the best I can get out of this thing. 283. 175.85 we reached in 2 kilometers, which isn't bad. It isn't bad, but 15 miles short, or 15 miles an hour short of the claimed top speed. Okay then, so there we go. This thing, there's not enough cars like it. I mean, it's super quick. I've got no doubt that this thing can hit 200 miles an hour. Maybe on an autobahn going slightly downhill with a bit of wind behind it. I'm sure this thing could reach 200. But it drives as good as a 911. It just, the way it just handles, it's quicker than a Cayman S. I mean, you can just throw it in anywhere and it just reacts, and it's super controllable and nice to drive. I mean, just look at that. It's great. I mean, we've been driving it in Sport Plus, you can see by the new redesigned wheel. But it's great. I mean, the rear wheel steering, just turn in, let you get now. It's unmatched with anything this size. But if you enjoyed this video, I would massively appreciate you liking it and subscribing to the channel, because I do a lot of these videos. I'm passionate about stuff with engines and cars, but yeah, this thing is a pretty cool package. But anyways, as I said, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you very soon.